As you might already know, usually after some months, a new indie game that will blow up comes. We've seen this with many games such as Baldi's Basics, Among Us, Celeste, Cuphead, and there's some obvious more not mentioned. The big game we'll be talking about today is Friday Night Funkin. Friday Night Funkin is a rhythm action game released on November 1st of last year, or specifically October 5th, 2020 for the prototype. The game was released for the Ludum Dare 47 Game Jam, which if you didn't know is a game jam where you have an allotted time to finish the game while following the theme for that competition. Now, developed with Ninja Muffin 99 doing the programming, Phantom Arcade 3K and Evil Skater being the artist, and Kaiway Sprite being the composer, the game revolves around you playing as the main character, Boyfriend, as well as you fighting and also dancing another opponent. Simply to play the game, you need to press the arrow keys timed correctly, and if you don't, then your health slowly goes down, and if it goes all the way to the left, then it's a game over. The levels you play, called weeks, originally were locked in earlier versions of the game, but was taken away in later versions. Out of the way, I've seen lots of videos and my friends get into this game, and originally I wasn't that into it when I first heard of it, but soon enough I decided to see what the big deal was. And so in this video, I will be covering my thoughts on this game. I will cover inside the weeks and other things you can do in the game, and give my general views on the game. With that out of the way, let's get into it.
On a Friday night yet.
Alright, so starting out the game, you'll be greeted with the intro to the game where you need to press enter to continue. The music in this is definitely really good and catchy and sort of fits the sort of theme this intro gives. Oh yeah, the animations in this one are pretty good, as well as a nice fading on the press enter text. After you press enter, you'll be greeted with a selection screen. I'll go over these one by one, but I'll first start off with story mode. But before I do that, let me just get my thoughts on this screen first. Basically, the background seems to be some sort of sketch of the boyfriend and girlfriend or something. I can't really tell. It's cool that the colors are inverted and the size changes on the selected button. That is a nice touch in my opinion. Also, another small detail, but I actually find it nice that the backgrounds move with the button you selected in a non-linear way. If it moved more linearly, I think it would be worse. Oh yeah, something I should mention is the sound effects used are definitely really nice, and I don't know why, but the visuals and selected sound effects really give that sort of ready to start sort of theme. I can't really explain this much better. Now before we get into some gameplay, I want to cover a bit the week selection screen. I find it really cool that the text sort of adds and subtracts itself to transition to your current score for the week that you've selected. A very nice touch there. The sound effects used in this, along with the good title music, makes it a lot more satisfying to select the week you want to play. One complaint I do have about this though is I feel the colors used in this are kind of bland. You can kind of see here that there's a lot of solids in the screen alone. It would be more appealing if there weren't so many solids used in this. The characters in the screen shown are just themselves in black and also a bit of goldish color used to fit the background, which is a nice touch I suppose, but there's honestly in my opinion a lack of variety in this screen alone. Besides the difficulty selection though, that's kind of what I mean by that. Though, another thing I like about this is that you can select what difficulty you want based on your skill level, since not everyone's gonna immediately get good at the game, like me. Anyways, I'm gonna stop now. First is the tutorial. Alright, so the tutorial is kind of a way to teach you how to play the game, while also playing it at the same time, which is definitely something that isn't really seen in much video games that I know of. I find it also really fitting that the girlfriend is the one that helps you, and she also dances to the song itself. Sadly enough, there's not actually that much to talk about here, since that's literally what the level is about, just teaching you how to play, so I'm just gonna move on. Alright, now before I get into the actual gameplay and stuff for this week, I do want to address something. I find it really annoying that the game takes like a ton of time just to load in a week, and clearly this is because of the nodes. However, I'm not frankly sure it's because of the JSONs loaded for these nodes. Not playing around or anything, but the game would crash my computer at times while just loading in a week or even playing one at all. This is a video I took on my phone where it took 3 minutes and 30 seconds just to load week 2. This was when I failed and I restarted. Took 2 minutes and 30 seconds to reload week 2. This was when I restarted the week 2 song. Gladly this only took 1 minute and 30 seconds to load. The times can vary definitely, and once took 8 minutes for it to load week 2. For me, it seems to range from around 2 minutes to 5 minutes. And yes, I know my computer isn't the best in the world, but this doesn't invalidate what I say. The game should be able to at least load in a smooth enough manner for at least most up-to-date machines. I played the Newgrounds version and this is the exact same issue, but as bad as the client. Not to mention, the notes on the Newgrounds version would constantly move up and down in lag spikes, and I wouldn't be able to pause. I know this game is still in active development, but I feel I should really point out this flaw since it's a bit of a reason why I wouldn't engage in this game in the first place. At least a settings option for the game to help resolve this issue would be nice, but in the current version, 0.2.7, to my knowledge there's no accessible settings screen, which I find kinda strange. Anyways, let's talk about week 1 itself. In week 1, you ironically enough face off the girlfriend's dad, which is weird since the description for this game portrays as if he's this main antagonist or something, would at least make sense to have him at the final week or something. This week sort of serves as your starting point to the game. I know there's such thing as the tutorial week, but I'm just saying that besides that week, since it's debatably the easiest week in the game besides that one. Anyways, the first song you play, Bopeebo I think it is, it's a chill song, kind of a good way to sort of prepare yourself for the next songs you want to play. Though the next song, Fresh, has inconsistent difficulty to it in a way. In Bopeebo, it was more slow, but in Fresh, in some parts of the song, it sort of just spits out notes in front of your face, and this was kind of the same thing with the Dad Battle song. And I'm only speaking for normal mode here. I can't imagine how difficult these songs would be on hard mode. Anyways, getting off that topic of songs, let's talk about the design. The design for the stage uses a stage sort of backdrop, which in my opinion fits the week since it's the dad you're fighting, and this does fit more of what you'd think of the description for the game. I also think the dad sprites for this week are definitely really good and have some effort in it, especially to fit the design of the game in general. Nice job to the people who designed them. Alright, now for week 2, Spooky Month, you face off Spooky Kids or Skid and Pump, which funnily enough are based off the characters from Spooky Month by Sir Palo. Find it pretty funny that their idol animation is the dance in that, but I digress. This week would be released on November 1st, 2020, along with the Newgrounds release for the game. And I must ask, why is this week so hard? The first week was easy enough to pay attention to, but now the second week is just, what? Besides that, I really like the sudden lightning that comes outside at random. Well, at least I think it's random. And see other characters' reaction to that lightning. Though, besides that, the music is great. Gonna be real, it's definitely one of my favorite songs in the game, and if not, my most favorite. Definitely a good job making the song, Kaiwai. Still, why is the difficulty so rough for this one suddenly? I can't tell if Ninja Muffin intended for the game to be purposely hard, but I'm not getting the idea really. Alright, so week 3, Pico, takes place on the Newgrounds office roof, which is a pretty cool touch in my opinion. Though, then again, why would the week theme be that and not week 2 since that week's release came with the Newgrounds release? Not really sure on that, but in my opinion that just feels a bit weird. For the first song, Pico, I really like how this song has actual lyrics, but our minds think it's just random sounds playing. Or at least I think that's how it is. Also, what's that weird laughing supposed to be at the end of the song? I also find it really cool how during the week, randomly, there's subway trains that come in and literally makes the girlfriend's hair blow to the side. Anyways, for the next song, Philly, one of my first reactions to hearing this was, what are the voices supposed to be? Like, for some reason I get 8-bit feelings to it, but I can't wrap my head around why. Also, it's a nice touch that the song name is a colloquial name for Philadelphia, and that there's some history for Newgrounds. Finally, my thoughts on the final song, Blammed, is that I genuinely got Pixel Gun 3D vibes when listening to this song. Same for the voices in this. Can't really tell if they were trying to go for a more cyber feel for the song, but it definitely sounds like something. So week 4, you fight against the mother of the girlfriend, Mommy Mears, and oh gosh, I have a lot to say about this one for sure. First off, I just want to say that the mother looks goofy as heck. You're telling me that she has demon looking eyes that remind me of that lens flare meme a while back. while also having fingernails sharper than a knife and blade combined, and her 19-year-old daughter came out fine with a white face with the parents having purple faces, and with her not even having those sharpie fingernails. Also, why do her dance moves look like she's trying to fight for glory to a whole crowd? Alright, but I digress. Enough talking about how funny the girlfriend's mom looks. What is the background supposed to be for this week? It looks like they're on a sunny hot beach. Also, I'm wondering a bit on why they're dancing on a limo. They have safety measures while dancing there, right? Another thing I should mention is I love those limo dancers. They really bring a sort of vibe into the week, and like the mom, they look so goofy but happy at the same time. It's great. Anyways, now let me talk about the songs we fight on. First off, Satan Panties is a pretty good song to play, and I really like how in some parts it's not just you repeat a section of the song the opponent plays. Take this for example. I also think the song is pretty catchy once you get into it. Now, the next one, Hi, I personally don't find it really as catchy as the other one, but it's still pretty good. It sort of goes for the same feel as Satan Panties, but from what it looks like, it's a lot more chill. And now finally, MILF. Oh gosh, this is a good song. Definitely want to keep listening to this while playing the game. Oh, whoa, what the heck? Jeez, what made Ninja Muffin want to make this so hard? Okay, yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is probably the hardest song in the entire game. I still find it really fun to listen to though. Alright, next up for week 5, Red Snow. We have to fight off, oh my gosh, the parents themselves are together now? Gosh, I thought this couldn't get any weirder already. Are the parents really trying that hard to make the boyfriend not date this little girl of theirs? Like, geez, just let them do what they want. Anyways, I find it really pleasing that the boyfriend and girlfriend has a Christmas sprite sheet for this week, especially since this week is based around Christmas. Oh yeah, it's pretty good looking that there's people in the background watching them sing. I just think the design for this week is pretty good and took a lot of effort. Also, that Santa sprite is goofy as heck. Reminds me of this clip over here.
That's why. Oh wait, what's he looking at? Boing, 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 boing. He ain't worried about the gun that much. He trying to catch a little peek. I mean, my man, we all been there.
Didn't actually know that was why the dad had a gun in the first place. Anyways, getting into the songs, the first song, Cocoa, is a pretty nice song. Nothing much to say about this one, to be quite honest. Though, the song definitely uses some weird instrumentals, let's say, though I think the voices definitely are mapped out pretty well in this one. Now for the next song, Eggnog, I definitely like the sort of jingle to the song and the vocals kind of playing along with that song. I also feel like the vocals in the song really clash together, making something really good. Alright, now finally with that song out of the way, let's talk about the next song. Oh gosh, what the heck? I'm supposed to be talking about Winter Horrorland. Where did you come in? Alright, I guess? First off, the health bar is kind of creepy. Is this game trying to make itself a horror game while also trying to be kid-friendly? Because it looks like that to me. Also, that's a pretty interesting instrumental at the beginning of the song, I must say so. Anyway, so apparently you fight off this lemon monster looking thing, judging by the way he looks. I wouldn't be surprised if he ate the girlfriend's parents. And if he did, they kinda deserved it for trying to control her, to be fair. Alright, sorry. So this seems to be the first song to have actual lyrics to them. No, I didn't forget about Pico, but the thing is with that one is you can barely even comprehend or even hear them. Can I also mention how the icon for this dude gets more edgy when the boyfriend beats him according to the health bar? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the Christmas tree. What are those resembled lights supposed to be? Did they use the girlfriend's parents to just make decoration? Also, does this lemon demon have a crush on the girlfriend or something? Because the literal top of the tree is her hair and his face. Also, what the heck are these lyrics? I can't really tell if he's trying to be edgy or is wishing him a not so jolly Christmas, but I guess it's a mixture of both. Finally, for week 6 we have, what the heck? Anime! Actually no, not anime, a dating simulator or whatever. The heck is this? Were they trying to portray Giffany from Gravity Falls Season 2 Episode 5? I'm only starting to notice how random the themes for these weeks are getting. Anyways, the senpai, the person who apparently loves girlfriend and wants to fight boyfriend, Gosh, just find a different girl, it's not hard. Alright, anyways, the dialogue to bring the mood is definitely really nice. Also funny how all the sprites are changed to match this dating simulator type of game. Honestly, in my opinion, the arrows feel a lot more harder to comprehend because of their new design. I don't know why, but when I was watching this week, this just felt like the case. Maybe it's because I'm just not used to it, especially since I've been seeing the same note sprites up until now. Also, I can't tell if the first song, Senpai, is inspired by something because I definitely got those vibes while listening. Also, there's literal girls that look his age. Why can't he just hook up with them instead? Gosh, this lore is kind of driving me nuts. But talking about the actual song, I don't know why, but the boyfriend and senpai's voices sound kind of similar, and so because of this detail, I can't really judge the song all too well, besides the fact that the instrumental for this, when listening to this song, also is pretty good. Actually, this reminds me of some sort of Marshmallow song for some reason. Then after that, the senpai goes bad online. But this time I'll rip your nuts off right after your girlfriend finishes gargling mine. Bro, can you stop being such a loser already? Dang, we happen to have this thing called respecting relationships. Something tells me this guy is a simp. Anyways, enough talking about that. Roses is a pretty interesting song. I really do like the voices in this one, and the instrumental complements that definitely. Both in my opinion are really good. Oh yeah, I only realized this now, but I find it pretty nice that when the boyfriend misses a note, he tints into a black grayish color. Pretty nice touch if I'm honest. For some reason, Roses reminds me of another song, but I can't exactly wrap my head around what song that is. Anyways, the final song for this week is... Oh my gosh, what is with these edgy transitions to the final song? Jeez. I thought it was going to be over for week 5, but I guess these guys don't know how to keep their devilish personas to themselves. Anyways, starting off the song, you have this nice animation that reveals into this creepy looking dude that looks like Destroyer of the Worlds from regular show episode Just Set Up the Chairs. Direct contact with real humans after being trapped here for so long. Bruh, how did you even get trapped here? I don't think you need to make a big deal out of this, honestly. And her of all people? I'll make your father pay for what he's done to me and all the others. Okay, I'm kinda confused. Though, in his defense, the dad is a bit of an, irritating person. Now, finally, this person wants to borrow this person's body. Alright then. Is this a person who was brought here and simply wants to return to the real world? Since I don't think this should be how you do it. Thorns honestly sounds like some video game final boss music. I think it fits in this landscape. I like how the background kind of moves like a wave in a way. Though, I gotta ask, why is the background designed to look like Halloween? This week was released February 2nd of this year. Who said Halloween was that month? But I digress. That's really all I have to say about this week. Finally, with story mode out of the way, let's go and check out the other things in this game. Let's go and check out Freeplay mode. In Freeplay mode, you get to choose all the songs from different weeks. If I'm correct, all these sort of things is to try and practice. One complaint I do have about this is you can't select the difficulty from what I'm aware of. Could be things I don't know about in this mode, but that's really all I'm aware of. Finally, the donate button. When you press it, it'll simply bring you to the itch.io page if you want to support the creator. Highly recommend you do so, since I know the developers for this game have spent a lot of time on this and they deserve some support, so if you have money then feel free to do that. Alright, so before I end this off, let me just get some of these in-game things out of the way. So first, the pause menu. It's a bit of an empty one, but then again, what can you really do about it? One thing I do like though was the music for this screen. It gives that sort of waiting vibe and elevator sort of music, which is a pretty nice touch in my opinion. For the death screen, it's also really creative with the boyfriend crushing himself. Find it also cool that the brain in him is the retry button. Really nice touch in my opinion. Another thing is the music for this is pretty chill as well. I also really like how it does not give that sort of evil vibe to it, since if it did, I feel it wouldn't really fit. Finally, to conclude this video, Friday Night Funkin' is a pretty good game in my opinion. Besides the big loading the weeks flaw and some other minor things, I think the game is good. This game is still in active development, so I might make another video to this if more things get released. Some things in this video I purposely didn't mention because I want to focus on the normal things you can access for this game. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Go and follow me on Twitter if you want updates on new videos or just simply want me to post the most random stuff on there. Anyways, goodbye, see you later.